Today on the channel, our deep dives into the Jakks Classic Superstars line continues with Jeff Hardy, Bret Hart, Classic Superstars WWE Shop exclusive.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Jakks Classic Superstars unboxing and review. And today, we've got the Dream Match 2-pack WWE Shop Jakks Classic Superstars exclusive with Jeff Hardy and Bret Hitman Hart. But for all your modern day wrestling figure needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. And of course, we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the other unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And a little story time with this one here. Of course, Jeff Hardy, Bret Hart. A feud, I don't know, or a match. I don't know if a lot of people were really clamoring for. I don't know. You guys tell me. I guess it'd be interesting to see one time, but it's not quite the dream match. As originally, this was supposed to be the Dream Match 2-pack with Bret Hart and Kurt Angle. Well, Kurt Angle had a falling out with the WWE, left the company, all that kind of stuff, as we do know. And they slid Jeff Hardy into this set instead. Personally, and I'm sure most people would agree, a Bret Hart-Kurt Angle match would have been absolutely next level. That would have been one of the all-time greatest matches of all time. And that interests me a lot more than a Jeff Hardy versus Bret Hart match would have been. But it is what it is. Unfortunate circumstances with Kurt leaving and losing the line and all that kind of stuff. And I guess it is what it is, but now we're stuck with Jeff Hardy and Bret Hart, which would be an interesting one-off match, no doubt, but not the Matt Classic I think that Bret and Kurt would have been. But we'll see what happens. We'll see how this goes. And Jeff Hardy, of course, no stranger at the time in all the Ruthless Aggression lines, all that kind of stuff. And even Bret Hart in a lot of the lines of Classic Superstars, a lot of different packs, but it's always good to get a Bret Hart figure, and this one looks really good. And I've said it before, I think Jakks Classic Superstars have a lot of the best Bret Hart figures of all time. Very good figures from Bret. They seem to get him pretty close to right all the time. But we do get the packaging here. It is Classic Superstars right there. Honestly, like I always say as well, I'm a broken record, but I would love to see this in the Classic Superstars regular packaging instead of this box set packaging. Has a little bit of charm to it, a little bit one-off, but I'd like to have kept it uniform personally here. But we saw a lot of the WWE Shop exclusives over the years to be box exclusives like this. So it is on brand a little bit there. Tons of accessories in here as well. Nothing fun on the side, nothing fun on this side. And then on the back of the package, get the big cross-sell, and we're promoting regular Ruthless Aggression and Deluxe Aggression lines. No Classic Superstars back there. So this could have been one of those sets that was like, is it really a Classic Superstars? But with the logo here, it definitely is from where I sit, of course, here at this table. But on the back, we're promoting Ruthless Aggression Series 26, John Cena, Candice Michelle, Chris Benoit, William Regal, Hardcore Holly, and Finlay, and Deluxe Aggression Series 7 with Sabu, Rey Mysterio, Carlito, Chris Benoit, Jeff Hardy, and Mr. Kennedy. They're not promoting Classic Superstars on the back, which is a little interesting. But I do, of course, have a mint one of these, and this is a little bit banged up, damaged box, so I'm going to pull this one out. Don't feel too bad about unboxing this one. There we go, if I can get them out there. Nothing too special on the background of the box, that is for sure. But see you later. Goodbye. And now we get the old plastic prison with old Jeff Hardy and Bret Hitman Hart. Looking pretty good right there. Looking pretty good. Let's pull this stuff out. Uh-oh, we got elbow pads falling out. We got a chair. We got title belts. Of course, you got two figures. And there we go. See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's start with the accessories, and then we're going to go Jeff Hardy first. We're going to save Bret. The main event for last is what we're going to do. One thing that's pretty cool here, one thing that's cool, one thing that's not cool. One thing that's cool is you get two versions of the Intercontinental title, the classic Bret Hart era and the classic Jeff Hardy era. It depends where you came into your wrestling fandom at. All day long, I would take this title every single day. The Bret Hart era, the classic Ultimate Warrior, Mr. Perfect. I mean, Roddy Piper, the Mountie, you name it. So many greats held this title. A ton of greats held this title, but it doesn't have the nostalgia like this one does for me. Depending your age bracket, depending where you came in, you might prefer this one. I guess sound off. Do you like the classic or you like the Attitude Era one better? You guys let me know in the comments down below. But you get one for Bret, one for Jeff. That does make sense. Bret Hart, of course, does have his soft goods jacket on, and with that, you get elbow pads for him. They come separately instead of on the figure, so choose your own elbow pad adventure if you want them off or on. I will leave them off because I will display him with the jacket, of course. We do get a steel chair because why wouldn't you get a steel chair? We always need steel chairs. Black steel chair. We've seen them in blue, we've seen them in red, we've seen them in yellow, we've seen them in gray. All colors of the chair rainbow have been represented from Jakks over the years. Now we dive into old Jeff Hardy here, and a ton of reuse with this Jeff Hardy figure. There's no doubt about it. You get the white tank top going on, painted on there. You got the painted on fishnet stockings. We get the big baggy jeans going there with a nice kind of wash to them, a little gray wash against the black. You get the white shoes there. You do get a splayed out hand and a gripping hand for him, and then you do get the multicolored hair. Unfortunately, you got that Jakks sticky disease in the hair, and then you got Jeff in a head sculpt we saw numerous times over the years. One all day long, you know, is Jeff Hardy. Looks just like him. Got the crazy facial hair. I can't imagine the time that takes to maintain that and upkeep that, but we do get that from Jeff Hardy. Of course, articulation, arm's going to go all the way around, bicep cut, single jointed elbow, back and forth on the hand, back and forth on the head, waist articulation, leg goes all the way up, bend at the knee, ankles back and forth, like so, and that's all you get for articulation out of old Jeff Hardy. Going to be the same articulation for Bret Hart as well, so we won't have to walk through that. But pretty much paint by numbers, Jeff Hardy, really not that special of a figure. And like we said, just a throw-in figure here. Not too different than the normal Ruthless Aggression pay-per-view series ring rages that we were seeing at the time. But the main eventer here is Bret Hitman Hart. Always fun to get a Bret Hart figure. And once again, this is kind of Bret Hart by the numbers. We've seen a lot of versions of Bret Hart's over the years. We do get, of course, the sunglasses here. Very nice. Love the sunglasses they do here. I do think they do a better job on these sunglasses than Mattel does, at least as of filming this video. And then you get the beautiful soft goods Velcroed jacket here, just absolutely fabulous. Love the jacket here. Love the racing stripes on the arm in white. Get the old Hitman logo on the back. Just looking awesome. Black knee pads to match the black elbow pads, of course. Got the pink and black attack throughout. Got the hearts there for his kids, as we all know. And he's got a fist of fury and a gripping hand on him. Beautiful Bret head sculpt. A head sculpt we've seen in the past. They got to get the most out of their head sculpts. We all know that. And we've seen this Bret head sculpt before in the past. Got the star on the boots as well. Just an all-around beautiful Bret Hart figure. And like I said, Jakks really did do a good job on Bret Hart figures. Mattel does okay. I just think they're just missing a little bit of that special ingredient. And what is that ingredient? Well, we all know that is love. And they're missing just a little bit of love over at Mattel for Bret Hart. But they're close, and they're getting closer every single day. We'll see what happens in the future with Mattel and Bret Hart figures. But always happy to have a Bret Hart figure in my collection. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are the same way. Definitely Bret is the main eventer, the star of this 2-pack. For me, at least. I'm sure there's some Jeff Hardy fans that would argue that, but you like what you like and you don't what you don't, as we always do say as well. But an interesting pack, an interesting story with this pack, but a very cool pack at the very end of the day. And one of those ones that kind of gets forgotten is a lot of people think of the classic superstars in the traditional packaging, and a lot of these box sets are kind of forgotten off to the side or totally forgotten about in the pantheon of collecting. But let me know your guys' thoughts on this 2-pack. Is this one you picked up back in the day? Is this one you're just figuring out exists? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you might as well like this video. You made it this far. You might as well. It's easy. Hit the old thumbs up. Do your own internal Hacksaw Jim Duggan impression as you do it. Don't forget to subscribe to this very YouTube channel, as we got videos every single day, including classic superstars every single Tuesday for well over 30 years at this point. And just it does support the channel when you do like these videos and comments. Of course, it helps the growth of the channel, as we always say as well. You can also check out my Patreon channel. Early access for videos like this, bonus content, giveaways, Q&As, you name it, a lot going on. And best of all, you do support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Bret Hart and Jeff Hardy, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.